And ito, we're back with another video. Sorry guys, we had tech issues earlier. So hopefully this is okay now. If you guys can hear me and see me, let me know in the comment section down below. Ito, it looks like things are working properly. Sana naman things are working properly this time. Ayun, we have one viewer now, one viewer. If you can comment in the other video. Now we started a new video. Sige. Teka lang. Sorry about that, guys, but we are back over here. And we're still talking about ito. So we were talking about earlier. No, we're talking about how to find your first client, and we are continuing with it right now. This is parang part 2 kasi na-interrupt tayo kanina. Loud and clear na. Okay na. All is well. Alright. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you guys for letting me know that this is okay. Teka lang. Huh? Okay. Let's give people a minute to join in. Alright, loud and clear. Yes. We are, baka yung net ko yung pwede ko bang mag-replay. May replay naman dito. But yeah, I just want to make sure that everything is working properly right now. All good. Okay. It's all good. Akala ko nawala ako. Alright, we are all good. Okay, so we're gonna continue with our topic, how to find your first client. We're continuing the topic, how to find your first client. I asked you to take notes, take action, take your friends with you. We talked about, and a reminder, you can get a certificate at the end of this session. We're talking about what is freelancing. I told you about what freelancing is, what offline freelancing is, what online freelancing is, and yung difference dun. And also the benefits of working from home. Okay, we talked about the benefits of working from home. Now you can spend more time with family, you can work according to your schedule, you don't have to waste time in traffic, and you can earn more, being paid in dollars. A lot of you said na kung papiliin kayo, all of these are the benefits that you want to receive while working from home. Oh, yes, for those that are sharing this, please share this again, guys. Sorry na I know a lot of you shared this earlier. So please share this again, para people will know na may part 2 pala nito. At least may continuation, di ba? Parang TV lang na may episode 2. Alright, so these are the benefits of working from home. Yung subtitle na wala. May subtitles pala dito. Okay. Now that we talked about the benefits of working from home, you might be wondering, who are your clients? Okay, so who are the people that you'll be working for? Who are the companies that you're gonna be working for, right? So then we talked about that you can be doing different work, such as writing work, such as graphic design work, such as research work, as admin work, as virtual assistant work. And you might be wondering, who are these companies that you're going to be doing this kind of work for? Who are your clients? Who are the clients that will be paying you? Okay, who will be paying you money to do these things? So let's say, let me give you an example here. Okay, let's talk about Linda. Okay, we have a story about Linda, and Linda is selling cupcakes. She is a cupcake seller. Okay, so Linda, she is a seller, diba? She has her own company, diba? And she's selling cupcakes online. She has a product or a service, and she's selling cupcakes, right? She's selling cupcakes, and she has customers. She has lots of different customers. Now, a client. So what are clients? First of all, let's talk about what clients are. A client is somebody who buys goods from a seller or pays services of a service provider. So I know that's kind of confusing, but the client is the one who will pay you money to do things. All right, okay. The client is the one who will pay you money to do things. Now, okay, just checking. The client is the one who will pay you to do their services. And let me just, so let's say Linda, okay? Let's say Linda, she has a lot of customers, right? She has so many different customers. And she, when she first starts out in her business, diba, it's easy to manage customers. It's easy to reply, to go on Facebook Messenger, to reply to emails, and parang it's easy for her to do all of these things and make cupcakes at the same time. Pero as she grows her business, as she gets more customers, more people buying her cupcakes, she has a hard time. She ends up having a hard time replying to her customers na because ang dami na nila, and on top of that, she has to make cupcakes pa. Diba? So wala na siyang time. So that's when she hires somebody to help her out. Ito mga virtual assistants. Ito mga assistants. These are the people who are going to help her. And this can be you. Somebody who's going to help her with replying to comments, replying to her customers, and so on. Alright? And let's say she needs help saying, okay, I need to find a supplier to a distributor, a shipping distributor. Let's say she needs help with that, and if you're her virtual assistant, she's gonna ask you, hey, let's say Jason, I need you to help me find like someone who can help distribute my cupcakes, yung mga shipping, and to get the different prices, to get the different rates, and so on. Okay, is that clear, guys? Say clear if it's clear in the comment section down below. Now, these are the kind of businesses and these are the kind of services that they need. So just type in the word clear in the comment section down below if it's clear for you. Okay, clear, good to hear. All right, so clear. Okay, so these are your clients. Now, the next question is, where do you get these online freelancing jobs? Where do you find these clients? Where do you find these people who are willing to pay you money to do different kinds of work? Number one is the freelance platforms. Okay, so here's where we kind of get into, we talked about freelancing, we talked about the kinds of jobs that you can do, the benefits of working from home. So now we're talking about getting clients, finding these companies, finding these people who are willing to pay money for you to do these kinds of services, for you to do these kinds of work. So number one is we have different kinds of freelance platforms. Okay, so freelance platforms. And number two, direct clients. Okay, so what are these? Okay, so first of all, let's talk about a direct client. A direct client is, say, I need work. And direct client says, I need something done. Diba? Simple lang. Diba? And you say, I can do it, and you're hired. Simple. So what a direct client is it's working for a client or a company without a third party. Okay, it's without a third party. You work directly with a specific client. So there are no special features. You don't pay a middleman to handle the transaction or anything like that. You work directly for a company, right? Walang agency or ganon. Parang nag-apply ka lang and you get work directly. When you work directly with a client, okay, when you work directly with a client, it's riskier and you can usually get higher earnings, okay, compared to if you're working with an online freelance platform. So, ano ba tong online freelance platform? Let's talk about what online freelance platforms are. First, this is where clients or companies, they post jobs looking for freelancers, right? So this is where they post their jobs, and this is also where freelancers post profiles that they're looking for jobs. Okay, so the freelance platform is, there's a client and then there's you, diba? The client says, I need something done. You say, I need work. The platform is the one that's the bridge, diba? It connects you and the client together para you can meet each other, diba? Parang you have the perfect match to find the client who needs work done, and then they'll hire you, but the platform is there to be the matchmaker, to be the bridge between you and the client. Okay, so where do you find, what are these online platforms? Where do you find these online jobs? Okay, where are they posted? So there are different websites here. There's Upwork.com, there's Freelancer.com, there's LinkedIn, there's Fiverr.com with 2 R's, there's onlinejobs.ph. These are just some examples. There are over 100 different kinds of websites, of platforms where you can find freelancing jobs, but these are just some of our examples. Okay, these are just some of the examples. Now, if I'm gonna ask you, diba? Okay, so with freelance, with online, going back, with direct clients, here's when you work directly with a client, right? Walang bridge, walang middleman, walang matchmaker to connect you with the clients. Ikaw na bahala saan ka maghanap ng clients mo. Alright? Ikaw na bahala maghanap ng trabaho, basically. And but what's nice about it is that wala kang babayaran fees. When you're working with a matchmaker or a bridge or itong online freelancing platform, may mga fees sila. Okay? They charge certain fees to connect you with a client. Yeah, that's their fee. And then usually they offer different kinds of services, but when you work with a direct client, when you work directly with a client, walang mga fees. Diba? Because you're working directly with them. You won't be charged a fee, parang finder's fee, diba? Kung may online platform or may middleman, may matchmaker, may finder's fee. Right? Pero when you're working direct, wala nang finder's fee. Kasi direct na, diba? But it's usually riskier, right? It's riskier and you usually have higher earnings compared if you're working with a platform like this. All right, now, and I want to ask you guys over here, diba? Especially since most of you are new to this online freelancing world, it's your either first time nyo or gusto nyo pa i-try yung online freelancing world. Where to find direct clients? Good question. You can reach out to them. What a lot of people do is they look up, let's say I want to work with mga dentists. So what I'll do is look up dentists in a certain area in let's say the United States, and then I'll try to find their email addresses, try to find their LinkedIn accounts, or try to find their Facebook accounts, and send them messages saying, okay, I can help you with this. Do you need help with it? Ganun. Okay, so it gets more complicated than that, but that's the summary of how you can find direct clients. Okay, how you can find direct clients. So, ayan, nice explanation. Good to hear. Now, if I were to ask you, anong preference nyo? Direct clients or freelance platforms? Okay. Which would you prefer? Working with direct clients or working with freelance platforms? Which one would you prefer? Working with direct clients or freelance platforms? Which one would you prefer para sa inyo? Direct. Matuturo din po ba kayo mag-start like creating cover letter? We'll cover a little bit of that. Direct clients. Freelance. Ang daming direct clients. Gusto niyo direct clients, di ba? Direct clients. And di ba yun ang parang goal, di ba? Because you can earn more. You can also find direct clients there. You can earn more when you get direct clients, right? You can earn more when you get direct clients. But it's harder. It's much harder. Freelance first, like sabi ni Manel, freelance platforms first, and then in the future, direct clients. As a newbie, prefer freelance platforms for security reasons. Freelance platform para sure. Iba-iba yung mga answers nyo. For a beginner, freelance platform. Actually, when you're starting out, sa totoo lang, ako I started out mga 11 years ago. And freelance, when you're starting out, it's freelance platforms. Usually that's where you start. And then you level up and you're able to say, okay, ito yung goal ko, maging like what most of you guys are saying, that you want to work with direct clients. And you'll be able to get there once you parang platforms as a newbie, freelance platforms as a newbie. Mas secure kapag nasa freelance platform. With direct, you can earn more. Wala kang babayaran na matchmaker. Walang finder's fee. Pero it's riskier, diba? Same thing with and it's harder to find them. But yes, a lot of freelance platforms muna, and then direct clients eventually. Okay. Like sabi, online jobs. With online jobs, actually the client's paying the freelance platform. Siya nagbabayad ng finder's fee. So usually may nagbabayad ng finder's fee when you're using a freelance platform. Either ikaw or the client is paying that finder's fee or that matchmaker's fee. All right. Okay. So when you're a newbie, diba? Sabi ko kanina, when you're a newbie, there's an advantage to using the freelance platforms. Okay. So the first advantage is that you advertise your skills to many potential clients with just one profile. Because these clients, they say, okay, I'm gonna look for somebody to write blog posts for me. Okay? And then they say, okay, blog writers. Hanap sila ng blog writers. And then your profile will come up. They'll be able to open your profile. And not just one company, but many companies can open up your profile and say, okay, I want to work with this person. Yun, they have, they're a blog writer or so on, or they're searching for somebody who knows how to use Microsoft Excel. Diba? So, they do a search and they say, okay, they're going to open up your profile. So many different clients can find you. Number two is you enjoy a unified payroll process. Parang may payroll process ka. Not all platforms provide this. Okay, and we're focusing more on the most popular platform, which is Upwork.com. So you can enjoy a unified payroll process with a minimal fee. Okay, what that means is that, like for example with Upwork, you can get paid weekly. Kung babayaran ka ng client, you get paid weekly, and then automatic na ma-charge yung credit card ng client, and then automatic na, well, you'll tell them, okay, deposit it in my bank account, my BDO, my BPI, my Metro Bank account. Alright, so that's an advantage of using a freelance platform. Third is there's more on-demand work. Okay, and then next, seamless transition between projects. Okay, because it's all done, may system na kasi usually sa freelance platform. I know, di ba, parang yung goal natin is to get direct clients kasi mas malaki yung bayad. Pero pag start nyo in freelancing, usually wala pa kayong sistema. Okay, wala pa kayong sistema, wala pa kayong you're not familiar with it yet. So you can learn that stuff from a freelance platform and then apply it when you're working with direct clients. And also, it removes the hassle of manual entrepreneurial efforts involved with freelancing. Okay? It removes the effort of you parang yun, having to do a lot of your own marketing, having to reach out, having to look in LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram for profiles of clients, because it's all being done for you in one platform. Kasi yung platform na yun, that's parang the place where clients can find freelancers. So these are the advantages for newbies. Kapag hindi ka na newbie, yes, it's great to work with direct client kasi walang extra bayad. Ang downside talaga dito sa freelance platforms is yung bayad. Kasi may finder's fee sila. Pero when you're starting, kung bago ka pa lang, I really recommend using freelance platforms. Alright, let's take water break muna. Inom na akong tubig. And let's go over the comments over here. May mga questions. Now, if you're just tuning in right now, or if you're watching the replay of this one, we had a part 1, tapos naka-technical issue, kaya part 2 na to, continued na to. It is already part 2. Maybe you want to watch part 1, it should be in the same Facebook page. You'll see the video there for part 1. Alright, this is already part 2. Part 2 kasi kanina yung part 1 na naputol yung video. Alright, so far, is everything clear? Is everything clear with you guys? No questions? Type the word crystal if it's clear, or if it's not, then write questions down below. Sige, I'm entertaining questions over here. Okay. Wait, I saw a question. Where is that? Wait, hindi ko nakita. Watching yung fiance ko, she's watching also. Can I earn money? Ito kay Cado Medina. Can I earn money with Paymay or GCash instead of PayPal? As far as I know, hindi ko alam kung pwede yung Paymay and GCash. Usually PayPal or bank account. Medyo mahirap. I don't think you can do it with if you don't have a PayPal or a bank account. Pero pwede naman yung PayPal to GCash. If may PayPal account ka, you can send the money from PayPal to your GCash account. So, and free naman yung PayPal. Actually, may transaction fees sila. Pero gawa ka na ng PayPal account, transfer mo sa GCash mo. Pwede naman yun. All good, clear, crystal clear. Crystal clear. How to make a portfolio when you are a newbie. I think we have a blog post about that, Queen. We won't be discussing it tonight. That's more advanced na topic. But I think we have a blog post about it. I'll drop it for 3 seconds. Crystal clear, excited to learn more. Kakachute na po. Sorry, I'm late. No problem if you're late. We will have a replay as well. What are the freelance platforms? Ito para. Mary Rose. What are the freelance platforms? We talked about them earlier. Let me go over them here. So these are the most common. These are the most popular freelance platforms. Marami pang mga freelance platforms. There are over 100. There's Guru.com. There's Substack Talent. There's TopTal. Pero ito yung mga most popular ones, especially for Filipinos. Upwork, Freelancer.com, LinkedIn, Fiverr.com, OnlineJobs.ph. Alright? For beginners, iba-iba. Very interesting question. Iba-iba for beginners. Some people they prefer Upwork. Some people they prefer online jobs. Some people they prefer freelancer. I'd say just try it on all of them and see which one works for you the best. Include ba sir dito ang acing resume, CV, and portfolio? We talk a little bit about that, but ayun, thank you, Jeline, for posting how to build an online portfolio as a newbie. That's the question answered there. How much do platforms let me look here, which is better? PayPal to convene. On average, how many proposals does it take to find the first client? Iba-iba, actually. What matters actually is the quality of proposals, not the quantity, Gwyneth. You should make your own, and I'm going to talk about this more later, but it's the quality that matters, not the quantity. Because you can send 5 and then get hired by, like, you can get 3 responses, or you can send 100 and then get no response. It's the quality, really. How much do platforms charge? The highest is Upwork, and they charge 20% at first, and then you can get it down to 10%. You can also get it down to 5%. Pero yung initial nila is 20%, which is a bit high. So if you earn $500, yung charge na is $100. Ayan. Hubstaff Talent. Ano pa mga nang ilagay sa profile sa Upwork? We're gonna talk about that a little bit here later. Meron akong nabasa na hack down PayPal niya na sa Upwork po. Siya nag-work. That's why yung mga passwords nyo, don't use the same password in different websites. That's very, very important. Or wag naman yung password yung pangalan nyo, yung birthday nyo. Dapat randomize yung password nyo. And hindi siya paulit-ulit. Kasi ma-hack yung isang website, ma-hack na yung lahat ng mga mga accounts mo, di ba? Para mag-apply, mag-bid ako dito. Kung saan bid, pati Fiverr, yung makapag-send ng application. Generally, we won't really be talking about those details. How about templates and having direct clients? Templates for what? Are there freelance work for Vmware engineer? Yes, there are. There is work for VMware. Oh, nice. Programming. How does English scam? We have a blog post about scam platforms. They have live videos for SMM. We did last year. I'm not sure schedule this year for when we're gonna do it next. Sir, paano mo kung legit ang nakapost? We have a blog post about scams. If you go on our website, bootcamp.ph, and search for scam sa blog section, you'll find doon yung mga blog post about scam. Paano pag hindi fair red flag po ba siya sa pag-apply? Hindi naman, pero just be careful. Okay? Kasi baka bago pa lang siya, hindi pa siya nakapag-verify. Will this be available for replay? Yes, there will be a replay. Legit. It's okay to apply. If local client, dollar din ang charge, hindi. Peso naman. Is it okay to, yung rate mo na ibigay mo, peso, pero higher, of course, yung converted na rate. It's okay to apply for VA position, pero ang current corporate work is a different position. Yes. Manel Marticious question. Yes. Can you advise about finding your niche? We can, but not tonight. It's not covered in tonight. That's more advanced stuff. Paano malaman kung legit? We have the scam. We have the blog post about scams. Ayun. Do you give tips on how to get approved? I don't think it's covered tonight, but we can create one. We can create if you follow our profile, for those of you that are asking how to get approved to Upwork, try to find our blog post about creating a profile on Upwork. And then follow that. Kasi may guidelines kami doon and best practices on how you can get yung proper profile para mas malaki yung chances nyo that you're gonna get approved. Is there an age limit as a freelancer? No. There's no age limit, honey. There are mga senior citizens who do freelancing work then. Alright. Okay. Just going over here. Alright, let's move forward, guys. Let's move forward. Water break. Oh, inom na akong tubig. Thank you, Roman. Break muna. May tubig ako dito ba? Paubos na. Well, I might get more water later. Don't forget, reminding everybody, don't forget to tag your friends, just like Zyril is doing, and share this with your friends. Hit that share button. Share this on your Facebook wall, especially for those na affected by the pandemic, because this can really help them. Thank you, Pedro, for that blog post. Also, we have a Facebook group. For those of you that don't know yet, we have a Facebook group. Sino bang flip dito? Sino bang mga flipper dito? Sino bang flip dito? Sino bang mga flipper dito? Type flipper if you're part of Flip. Our Facebook group, Freelancers in the Philippines. Search for Freelancers in the Philippines in the Facebook groups, and then you're going to see our Facebook group, which you can join, and marami mga very helpful people done. I don't really have the time to reply to everybody. But we have a lot of people there. So if you're a flipper, let us know that you're a flipper. Join Flip. Freelancers in the Philippines. Isa-search nyo sa comment or pangalan ko, Jason Dulay, sa groups. You'll be able to find it there. Alright? Ang dami natin mga flippers. Ramon, yes, but bawal yun. To get to register again with a new email, you have to appeal on your suspension. Okay, but we can know that our clients are mainly from USA. How about if the VA is like me, a Muslim? There are people, Mohammed's question, hindi mo maiwasan. There are people who are prejudiced against Muslims, pero less yung prejudice siguro online rather than in person. Okay. So there will be that prejudice, pero hindi siya ganun ka obvious compared sa iba. Because they have to work with different people. Yeah. So minimal na. Yes, pero minimal. Ang dami natin mga flipper dito. Nice. Dami ng mga flipper. Nice. Thank you, guys. Alright, let's go on to part 2. We're talking about the freelancing platforms. Okay, so we're diving more into this freelancing platforms. What are freelance platforms? We talked about this earlier, but just to review, freelance platforms, there's the ones that help companies find and hire independent professionals for temporary job roles or special projects. Now, these platforms, they offer a marketplace. Diba? Sabi na kanina, mga matchmaker, mga finder, ganun. It's these freelance platforms. These platforms offer a marketplace for mga businesses to browse mga profiles of freelancer candidates based on skills, based on experience, based on location, and other criteria. First of the freelance platforms, and well, mainly tonight, we decided to focus on Upwork. We don't really have the time and energy to really go over all the freelance platforms. So, we're focused mainly on Upwork. Dami natin mga flipper. Thank you guys for joining. And if you're not, search Freelancers in the Philippines. Okay, request to join. Alright, somebody's gonna look at those requests later on. Alright, so Upwork, we're talking about Upwork. What Upwork is, it's the largest work marketplace. Well, we keep talking about Upwork because it's like, diba Facebook, it's the biggest social media website. Parang ganun lang. Yung Upwork, it's the largest work marketplace connecting millions of businesses with independent talent around the globe. Serving from one-person startups to 30% of the Fortune 100, and it's on Upwork.com. So a lot of the businesses and clients here in Upwork are just like Linda, na they have their own small business, na nagbebenta sila ng cupcakes, and that's what they're doing. That's what they're focused on. Okay, so most of them are small businesses, very small businesses, like mga Lazada sellers sa atin, diba? Marami tayong mga Lazada sellers sa kanila sa Amazon or direct, diba? So ganoon lang. Yung process between a lot of these platforms is is actually very similar. Charlene's question. It's very similar between a lot of these platforms. So we're going to show you how to do it in Upwork. In the process, it'll differ a little bit, pero once you get the hang of it, once you know, oh, ito pala yung process, similar lang siya. Can I earn freelancing with my Visa card? Is that like a debit card connected to like a bank account? You can use a bank account, okay? Dapat money can come in. Kasi kung credit card, hindi pwede na papasok yung pera sa credit card, di ba? So, ngayon, dapat something, you have money coming in. Okay. Now, this is Upwork over here, and I'm going to show you how to sign up for an account on Upwork if you haven't done yet. So you can go to upwork.com. Later on, you can go here, and then once you watch this video, you'll know how to create an Upwork account. So I'm going to show you how to sign up at upwork.com. Number one, go to upwork.com and click on the sign up button in the upper right. Number two, you can sign up using your email address. Anong ibig sabihin ng work email address? Hindi naman work email address sa trabaho mo ngayon, ha? Hindi yung corporate email address. Hindi yung before, when I was working in JP Morgan, I wouldn't put my JP Morgan email address here. I'd put my work email address as a freelancer. Okay? So most of us have like Google or Yahoo, Gmail or Yahoo accounts. So you can type in that work email there, or if you have a Google account or an Apple account, you can use that to sign in, to create an account with Upwork. Once you're done choosing which one of the options here, you'll have this screen here where you can add your personal information. Finish this part of setting your account by adding a few more details. So your first and last name, yung basics, diba? Password for your account, location, and whether you want to hire, whether you want to work as a freelancer, whether you're a freelancer or you're a client, whether you're a freelancer or you're a company looking to hire. Okay, so for us, we want to work as a freelancer, and then you click this checkbox. Yung first checkbox, hindi naman kailangan. Those are just tips if you want them. But the second checkbox is required, and you hit create my account. Okay, so you can start your Upwork profile by talking about the work that you do. And before you can start applying to jobs on Upwork, you need to complete at least 60% of your profile. So anong 60%? So you need to have, number one, very important, a photo of yourself. Okay? Hindi wag naman yung just woke up like this na picture. Okay? Have a proper photo na ipakita mo sa mundo, di ba? So ipakita mo sa mga companies that are looking to hire mo. You want to have a title, an overview, work history, at least one skill tag, and then you're gonna be putting it in this section over here in the getting started section. So you'll also be putting what main service that you offer. Okay, are you offering admin work? Are you offering writing work? Are you offering graphic design work? Ganun. Bakit madami pa rin di makapasok sa Upwork? Because a lot of the times they're not creating a 100%. If you look at the comment that Jeline made, it's posted here in the comment section. They're not creating a 100% Upwork profile, hindi 100%. So they're not really following the right guidelines. That's one of the biggest reasons. There are other reasons also, but I'm just going to focus on that. Okay. So, follow these things over here. Yes, mahirap mag-approve. That's why you want to make sure na 100% complete yung profile mo. Okay? The first two sections prompt you for information about the services you offer. So, your category of work, the skills you specialize in, the level of expertise you had. And in the next screen, click on the option that most accurately describes your expertise, whether as a freelancer, as someone who's offering the service, are you entry level, na bago ka pa lang, intermediate, or expert. Now, I want to kind of clarify here. When we say intermediate or expert, kahit wala kang online experience, pwede ka maging intermediate and expert. Okay, what do I mean by that? Let's say that you are a graphic artist, okay? Because it's easier to make an example here. Let's say graphic artist ka, right? You know how to do Photoshop, you know how to use like Illustrator, ganun. And you've been doing it for 10 years. Pero ngayon ka lang mag-online freelancing. So, and if you think about that, you're offering your service ngayon lang online. Dati na 10 years ka na, pero offline. Yung mga, let's say you're working for um, Colorlandia or something. Basta yung mga picture doon. Pero 10 years ka na. Ano ka ba? Are you entry level? Are you intermediate? Or are you expert? So type in the comment section down below. Let's see. Anong sagot nyo? First time nyo First time nyo mag-apply online? First time nyo maghanap ng trabaho online? And then you're offering graphic design service? Pero offline may 10 years experience ka na. Are you entry level? Intermediate? Or expert? Sige. Which one will you choose? Let's see what your answers are. Entry level, intermediate, or expert? Let's see, expert. Oh, ang dami nag-answer ng expert. Between intermediate, walang in between. Tatlo lang yung option dito. Expert. Oh, actually, yeah, tama. Expert. Para sa akin, expert. Well, depende. Depende sa'yo kung intermediate ka ba or expert. Pero 10 years, para sa akin, expert na yun. I have comprehensive and deep expertise in this field. Kasi pwede 10 years, pero hindi marunong gumamit ng software. Pero most likely, expert ka na. Right? So, ito, expertise level, it doesn't need to be online. Okay? Even though first time mo mag-online, pero yung service that you're offering is graphic design, you already know how to do it. And what you're gonna put here is expert. Kasi expert ka na. May experience ka na. Di ba? Sige. Okay, next is you highlight your educational background. The degree you earn, even if you haven't completed it, your area of study, additional details, if you're cum laude, if you have any recognitions or extracurricular activities you're involved in. So you can add them over here in the education section. Okay, Upwork's going to ask you for your educational attainment. Pero sa totoo lang, most clients, they don't care about your educational attainment. Wala silang pakialam kung nag-college ka ba or hindi. What matters is, ito, kung may 10 years experience ka sa graphic design, di ba, marami namang designer na wala namang college, hindi naka-graduate. So, it doesn't matter if you went to college or not. Most matters is that you can do the work. If may experience ka, all the better. Di ba? Hindi mo alam ang skills mo. Mahirap kung hindi mo alam yung skills mo. Anong alam mo? Wala. You can say, oh, I know how to use Microsoft Office, mga ganun, or I know to do bookkeeping. Mahirap kapag wala akong ilalagay. Wala akong skills, sir, di ba? Apply ka ng trabaho, wala akong skills. Di ba? So, yeah, meron naman tayong mga skills, you just have to think hard about it. Okay, highlight your past work experience. So, this is important if you're proving na, okay, I've done this before, diba? Kaya kong gawin. Companies you worked with in the past, projects you completed before joining Upwork. If you're a freelancer na, pero offline lang or outside of Upwork, then you can put it here. Projects you can share from other freelancing websites, you'll also put them over here. Okay? So you put that in your past work experience. Something I want to say here is that you don't need to put all your work experience. Alright? For example, before nagtrabaho ako sa Greenwich, I was service crew doon. I didn't put it here na kasi hindi naman siya related sa trabaho ko when I'm applying online. Okay? So if hindi siya related, wag mong ilagay dito. Because people are gonna be, ano ba to? Diba? But people are gonna be wondering na, let's say, apply mo, writer, pero yung job experience mo, service crew, hindi naman related. Unless kung customer service yung applyan mo, di ba? Pero, yung related naman, that's what you'll put here. Para ilagay yung NC3 certificate test na, which certificate? Kung related, pwede naman. But I'd put it if it's related lang. Kasi kung yung certificate mo, I'm not sure what NC3 is, pero if yung certificate mo is like cooking, di ba? You can put it, pero usually I'd recommend, if you have something that's more relevant, more connected sa job that you're applying for, then that's what I'd put instead. Hindi na kailangan ng COE, actually. Hindi kailangan ng COE. You're just gonna put the experience over here. So experience mo need mang ilagay ang COE? No. No need for COE. Lagay mo lang, type mo lang. They won't verify it even. But just don't lie also. Okay. Oh, there's a pinned comment here. Can I modify my expertise level? Yes, you can. You can. You'll just have to enter your password again and your security question ata. But you can change it. I've changed it before. Yes, but what parang NC3 for, 'di ba may mga different courses sila. Contact center services. Oh, pwede yun. If it's related, if like yung trabaho that you're applying for is customer service, like what Mohammed saying, NC2 contact center services. Oh, pwede yun, 'di ba? If it's related. If hindi related, then don't. I'd recommend not putting it. Pero it's up to you. Okay. 7, add your language proficiency. Madali lang to. English, you can put English and you can also put Filipino. And then you're going to say whether you're fluent, whether you're an expert, and so on. Most naman sa atin, masasabi ko is expert tayo. Expert tayo compared to other countries. Magaling tayo mag-English sa Philippines, di ba? That's one of the things that foreigners like about working with Filipinos is ang galing natin sa English. So, you can say an expert. Most of us are expert talaga sa English. Masasabi mo yun, na expert. Hindi native, expert yung proficiency natin. And you can put fluent sa Tagalog and so on. Okay, next is you set up your hourly rate. So step by step talaga tayo dito. Next is you set up your hourly rate. You can adjust your rate at any time. You can change it anytime. Okay? You can change it in the future. But you put your first starting rate. And I saw some questions earlier. What's a good starting rate? You can customize your rate every time you... Also, you can customize your rate every time you submit the proposal. So you can do lower or higher for a specific job. Diba? So here, you put your hourly rate. Okay? There's an hourly rate. And then dito, you can see there is the Upwork Service Fee is 20% when you begin a contract with your new client. Once you bill over 500, with your client, the fee will be 10%. So yun, it shows na, okay, if you're gonna charge $10, yung service fee nila is 20%, which is gonna be $2, and you're gonna receive $8. So we had a lot of questions earlier. What is a good starting rate? Yung minimum is $3 per hour. A good starting rate, if you have the skills to offer, I'd say is $5 muna. $5 per hour. Other people who have graduated from the VA Bootcamp, they've started at $8 per hour, $10 per hour. And yes, some clients, some companies are willing to pay that much if you can prove that you can do the work. Confidence lang din yun. And of course, you have to prove na kaya mong gawin, di ba? What if your niche is bookkeeping, but you don't have experience online accounting softwares because we're using our own accounting problem? Will I still be viable? Gawin mo lang is, pag-aralan mo yung online. Pag-aralan mo yung QuickBooks, yung, what else? Zero accounting. Learn. It'll be easy for you to learn. It's harder if, it's harder if you say, I don't know how to use QuickBooks. Diba? Why don't you learn how to use QuickBooks and then you can say, okay, I know how to use QuickBooks. Ganun lang. Alright. Mataas ang hourly fee sa Upwork dahil ba sa kaltas ng Upwork? Oo, yung 20%. Yung kanina, Brandon's the pinned comment over here. Alright. Next is you indicate your title and your overview. So, yung title mo. Okay, what's your job title? Okay, some tips over here is you keep your title short, be specific, and include keywords that potential clients may search for. Make your first sentence count. Okay, so this is very important. This is an example over here. Si Drew G, yung title niya is iOS app developer, and then may pipe pa ng tawag doon, UX/UI expert, diba? $35 per hour yung rate niya. And then yung first sentence niya here is need a pixel perfect iOS app to grow your business, generate revenue, or connect with customers. I'm an experienced mobile app developer who's worked extensively with Swift and Objective-C on projects and so on. So important is you want to keep your title short. Okay, let's like this guy over here. You want to keep it short, and you want to include keywords that potential clients may be searching for. So if they're searching for logo design, and that's the service that you offer, you want to put it in your title, especially if yun yung specialty mo. Okay? So, let's say logo designer. Okay? Logo designer and Photoshop expert. Ganun. Diba? So, pwede na yun. Pwede na yun as title. So, you wanna, keywords kasi doon, logo design, Photoshop. Right? So, mga words na, okay, baka ito yung hanapin ni client. Alright. And then, make your first sentence count. Kasi yun ang makikita ng client. Now, when they do a search, you say, need a Pixel Perfect iOS app to grow your business. Okay ito ganun, diba? But if you type something like, hi, my name is Jason Dulay, I graduated from University of San Carlos, parang when the client looks at it, they'll think, ano ba naman to? Weird naman ang profile na to, wala kang pakialam saan ka graduate ng college. Like this guy here, he's talking about like, okay, this is the service I'm offering, and that's something that you can offer. Alright. Yun, if alam mo ba yung rates ng jewelry, gold, diamond, meron po ata para sa skills mo. Oh, that's a good example din, you know. Kung newbie and graduated pa sa bootcamp or sa paid training masterclass, pwede na agad mataas ng rate. Oh, confidence mo lang yun and tiwala sa skills mo, di ba? Is it alright to have multiple titles, especially for those who have multiple skills like bookkeeping, graphics design, video editing? You can create multiple profiles, multiple versions of your profile in Upwork. That's one thing you can do. Now, you have a version of your profile for bookkeeping, graphic design, or video editing. Pero yung recommendation ko is focus on one muna. Not everything. What's the course you offer for VA? Ito, nasa likod ko. Ito. This is our course. If you go to vabootcamp.ph/enroll, then you'll see it there. Okay. Alright, moving on. I know there's a lot of comments here. Pero let's move forward. 10 is add a profile photo. Okay? So the next thing you do is you add your profile photo. You can't leave it blank. And you want your face to be clearly visible. Huwag naman yung group picture, di ba? Yung ibang Facebook photo group picture. Saan pa siya dito, di ba? You're not sure. You can't use a logo. You can't use a drawing din. It has to be your actual photo. Totoong tao, kailangan. Alright? And then, sabihin ko, di ba, sabi ng acts first, impressions last. And that matters, di ba? If yung picture mo, parang pa-cool, pa-ganun, or pa-ganun, masyadong unprofessional. Remember, you're applying for work, so you want to keep it somewhat professional pa rin. Alright? Okay. Next is add your contact details. So, they need a bit more detail to help verify your identity, including your address and your phone number. So, this is for Upwork lang. They won't be sharing your phone number, your address with companies. Alright? But they need to verify that you're real. They need to verify that sometimes they'll schedule a time na they'll verify that you're a real person. Ganun, may video verification kami. Sometimes for that. Okay? So, yun. Just your address and your phone number. Yung iba nakahiga pa sa pic, di ba? Parang, ano ba yan? Professional. Kailangan professional yung photo mo, di ba? It's okay, I don't have experience related to that, but I'm willing. Oh, nice. Application bago malaman. We have, like, if you look at our free course, Mike, have you taken our free course? freevacourse.com. We do have some things we mentioned there, things that you need to know. Sige, preview your profile before submitting. And you're just about finished. You review your freelance profile information one more time, and then you can submit it. Before you can apply to any projects, you'll need to verify your identity using either an ID, a government like a passport or driver's license, online visual verification. Sometimes they'll call you, they'll schedule a call with you just to make sure na, okay, this match ka sa picture, and then yung pangalan mo and yung picture mo match din, di ba? So, they want to make sure na lower your yung mga scammers and yung mga fake na profiles. Unlike sa Facebook, ang dami mga fake profile, di ba? And then step 13, become a freelancer on Upwork. Congratulations. Ayun, you can be a freelancer na on Upwork. O, ito just an example, Megan Malley and her profile. Ayun. Sige, question so far, is everything clear? Type the word clear if everything is clear so far for you guys. For those of you that haven't taken our free course yet, we have a lot of good information there. Go to freevacourse.com. That Julian posted also and is pinned. And you will get a lot of good information there to help you learn more about this. Ayun, clear. All right. That is great news that this is clear for everyone. Clear. All right. Okay. So now we're going to talk about how to find jobs on Upwork. Okay, so how do you find jobs on Upwork? Now, in the home page, let's say tapos ka na, you created an account. Okay na, next thing you're going to do is you're going to click on the Find Work area on the home page. So you click on Find Work and then find work through searching for a skill or position. Okay? So if you look here sa baba, diba, you'll see different kinds. You'll see different kinds of work listed, and you can click on them to see all the jobs for those specific fields. Or dito sa taas, you can search. You can search for the specific job that you're looking for. Okay, right there, diba? Okay, meron pala to. May arrow pala. I have a hard time pointing. Meron palang arrow. I appreciate your mahaba itong live. Thank you po. You're welcome. May time tracker pa, Boss Jason, kung mag-start ka ng mag-work sa Upwork. Yes. Okay. Now, when you type in, let's say you do a search, diba? Let's say you do virtual assistant. And then, it's gonna say, okay, these are the skills. These aren't the jobs. These are the skills related to virtual assistant. Na-type mo virtual assistant, ito yung mga virtual assistant jobs. Click mo lang yun, and then you'll see all the different jobs related to virtual assistant. So, ito, maraming mga jobs. There's virtual assistant for music startup. Sa baba, create new FB business manager account. So if you know how to do that, pwede mo siyang gawin. Or if you want to help with a music startup, pwede gawin, di ba? Napaka-interesting na to. Music startup. Hello, I'm looking for an assistant that can help with a few minor tasks. It will be about 1 to 3 to start. Anong 1 to 3? 1 to 3 hours a day. Here will be a list of responsibilities as a VA for music startup. Ay, dito pala. And then, once you click on the title, like for example here, once you click on the title, you will see the job details right here. Okay, so he's looking for 2 freelancers, and then anong responsibilities nito? Track our progress, yung mga social media, make sure tasks are completed, if not move to the correct date, daily calls, so kung gusto niyo meeting every day, complete tasks on calendar, if you can, so may mga deadlines ganun. Research our competitors and the companies we can use to help us. So gagawa ka ng research. Get YouTube videos about other music apps, music royalties, music industry news, investing in music, streaming, Spotify, Tidal. Okay, so you're doing research on these, find music blogs, podcasts that we can get featured on, marketing strategies, come up with crowdfunding, want to know all music platform on Kickstarter, Indiegogo, find music personnel on LinkedIn, track, dami namang responsibilities. But it's nice that it's detailed yung responsibilities. Track accelerators for startup, deadlines and dates, contests and grants, music-related events in America, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and other. Ideas on what to post on social media, find any additional that can help us. Okay, so ito, maraming mga responsibilities dito. And if it's something that you can do, then you can apply to this job. Diba? Okay? So you look at the job details, you say, okay, this is a job that I want to apply to. How do you apply for jobs? And if you look on the right here, like itong about the client, you can see more details about the client. Like how many stars, anong rating niya, where he's located, how much he pays, and so on and so forth. So how do you apply for jobs? How to apply for jobs on Upwork. Alright. Now, in Upwork, to apply to a job posting, you must have what we call connects. Okay? Upwork has this thing called connects. So, ano ba itong mga connects na to? Connects are used to apply for jobs. With each application, every time you apply for a job, it requires you to have one from 1 to 5 connects. Depende on, parang may levels yun. Pero it's 1 to 5 connects. 0 connects are used if you're invited. Okay? So if you got an invite to a job, you don't have to spend any connects. And remember, if you don't use them within a year, that's when they'll expire. Okay? So may expiration date of 1 year. So wag mong sayangin. Right? Okay. Now, when you create an account on Upwork, meron kang 80 connects. Right? May 80 connects ka. And that's for free. Okay. And then every month, a freelancer, meron mga let's see if we have the prices here. For free every single month, itong Freelancer Basic, this is the free plan nila. You get 10 connects every month for free. Okay. Next, we have Freelancer Plus. And here you get 80 connects per month. Ito may bayad to. Right now, I think it's $15 per month. Nagbago kasi yun. Freelancer Plus Upwork price. We don't have it here pala. Yeah, $15 per month. So mga 750 pesos every single month. And you get 80 more connects per month. Itong tinatawag nating rollover limit, that means how much ang carry over every single month. So 200 ang carry over mo. If you have more than 200, then you can't carry over. Sayang na yun. When you submit a proposal to a client and win an interview, you'll get a bonus of 10 connects after you complete your interview. And you can earn up to 50 connects every 7 days to win the jobs you want. So, yun, you get a bonus. You also get bonus connects when you complete interviews. So, it's like may bonus, may additional, ganun, di ba? Sige. Let's see. Do I need... How about zero experience at all, as in fresh grad? Kung paano naman zero experience? Yung like what we said earlier, newbie lang, di ba? Lagay mo dun. But you have to be able to offer some skills, di ba? You know how to use Excel, you know how to use Word, you know how to use PowerPoint, you know how to do research. Those are things that are important. Well, and we actually have students who have no work experience, and they're able to find work online. Okay. So, we're going to show you an example right now. So, find work by entering a job position, okay? So, let's say virtual assistant. You type in virtual assistant over here, you click enter, and then dito, you find the result. So, right now, we have 2,323 jobs found. Ang dami, no? Ang daming virtual assistant positions that are open, 2,323. You can also filter your search by category, experience level, job type, number, proposals, COVID-19 related job, that's a new category, client info, client history, client location. So, not only search, pero you can filter para you can really find yung mga jobs na gusto mong i-apply. Right? Also, budget, project length, hours per week. And then, when you apply filters, kita mo yung mga checkboxes. Hirap nito virtual. Kita mo yung mga checkboxes dito. Okay, naka-check, naka-green, meaning on yung filters na yun. And then here where we have the red arrow, this is the section where you can see, okay, ito yung mga filters that are being applied right now. Each filter, let's say hourly, entry level, less than 5 proposals, you can click on the X mark to remove those filters then. Okay? And the reason I'm telling you this is that it's important to do searches properly. Kasi if apply ng mga trabaho and you're not really searching, you're not really choosing the jobs you're applying to, masasayang lang yung mga connects mo. Okay? So you want to choose the jobs that you apply to properly. Alright? Ito, less than 5 proposals, meaning hindi ganun karami yung mga freelancers that are applying for the same job. Okay. Number 2, scan the different job postings and choose one to apply for. And read all that's in the job posting. Yung iba kasi, nag-apply ng trabaho, they're not reading it. Okay, apply ko dito, type ako ng copy-paste yung cover letter ko, and then paramihan. Diba? That's why I said somebody asked earlier, how many applications do I need to make before I get hired? Answer dun is quality over quantity. Okay, you can just make one, pero if it's high quality, you can get hired right away. Or you can make 100, pero low quality, hindi ka talaga ma-hire. Okay? One of the important things that for you to get hired, for you to write a quality cover letter, is basahin mo na maigi. Okay? Basahin mo yung posting. And you want to make sure na you understand everything that's listed there. If hindi mo naintindihan, read it again. You can do Google searches para when you apply for it, okay ka na. Okay ka na. Okay, so ito, virtual assistant social media manager needed. Here's the job opening, job title, and these are the job requirements. Okay? Here, a lot of the times, there are additional instructions. Okay? Ito, mga secret na mga clients, there are additional instructions. Like, they're going to ask you additional questions for you to answer, and then if hindi mo nasagot, they're gonna ignore your application. Okay? So, yung iba, like what I said, they don't read everything. They say, okay na to, apply na ako dito, apply na ako 100 times. They don't read everything. This is very important because you'll have to answer these questions if you want to get hired. Are you uncomfortable working with people in the LGBT community? Please describe your recent experience with similar projects. Tell me a little bit about your interests. Do you enjoy reading? If so, what genres, and what's the last book you read? Okay, so yun. Diba? It's very important to read that there. And once you've read everything, diba, basahin mo, ulitin mo, read it again. Once you read everything, apply for the job opening. You can click submit a proposal, and only if you think you're qualified for the position. Kasi if hindi ka qualified and you apply for the job, nagsasayang ka lang ng connects mo. Sasayang ka lang ng oras mo. Okay. So, only submit if you're qualified and you're okay with the terms and conditions, you're okay with the responsibilities, you're okay with the pay, the work hours, and the additional condition that they have. You have enough connects, make sure you have enough connects before applying for a job opening. Diba? Like here, it shows required connects to submit a proposal, 6 na to. And then available connects is 40. Alright? Sige. Now, once you submit a proposal, okay, you'll be asked which profile. Diba, like I mentioned earlier, you can have different versions of your profile. If you have multiple versions, it'll ask you which version of a profile you want, your general or specialized one. And then you'll enter your rate, your hourly rate. If there's a service fee, Upwork's going to put it here. Okay. Yung default will be put here, but you can change it. You can say, okay, for this job, I'm going to charge X amount of dollars. Okay. In the additional details section, here's where you write your cover letter. You type in whether you're experienced in this section. Okay. And sometimes there are additional questions you're going to submit. In the attachment section, what you put here is your portfolio. Okay, ano yung portfolio? Ito yung proof that you can do the job. Okay, so if you're applying for logo design, dito yung mga sample logo designs mo na nagawa mo for other companies. If you're applying for writing jobs, dito yung mga samples of writing work. Okay? A tip I'm going to give you, okay? Ito yung parang pro tip. If wala ka pang portfolio, if wala ka pang experience, gawa ka lang. Don't pretend naman na, okay, I did this for a company. Pero sabihin mo, ito yung sample ko, di ba? So, gawa ka ng logo for an imaginary company and sabihin mo, okay, ito yung sample ko para you can show to the client na yung abilidad mo, di ba? You can show them what you can do. Yun naman ang importante dito. It doesn't need to be work you've actually done. It needs to be you showing the client what you're capable of. Okay? So cover letter, dito experience, dito ang attachments. And you click on submit a proposal. Or you can cancel. Okay? So that's the process on Upwork.com. Is that clear? Any questions? Any clarifications right now? If it's clear, just say clear. Just say clear. Crystal. Just say clear. And if not, then let me know. Let me know what questions you have. Hindi naman lumalabas yung mga comments dito. Sige, so let me know. Trying to check on my phone. Newest comments. Ayan ang mga comments. Okay, hindi ko nakikita mga comments. Let me just try to open it up in a different window here. Okay, Crystal. Ayan. Sabi ni Castro, Crystal. Oh, crystal clear. Pero, let me just check here. Oh, clear. Hindi nga lumalabas yung comment sa isa kong sa isa kong page. Okay, I'm just seeing the comments now. Medyo ano yung Facebook. Medyo weird yung Facebook. Okay lang ho ba sa portfolio, halo-halo yung mga photo, another bandong like yung screenshot sa Gmail, sa data entry. Yes, sa profile. Oo, okay lang yun. Pero when you're applying for a job, you want to only put yung mga screenshots na related to the job that you're applying to. Ano pong meaning ng connect sa Upwork? I kind of mentioned it earlier, but it's parang yung credit mo sa Upwork. Okay? For additional connects, take the readiness test. Oh, thank you, Randy, for that tip. It will grant you 40 connects if you pass, plus a rising talent badge. Not necessary. Hindi ba madami connect? Not necessary, as long as you look for relevant work to your niche and you manage your connect. So, wag kang apply sa lahat. Readable yung slides, baka internet connection nyo. Ano pong, okay ba? Okay, clear. Ano pong mga details pwede at bawal ilagay attached sa proposals? Wala man sigurong bawal ilagay, di ba? I don't think there's anything na bawal, pero lagyan mo lang anong relevant sa trabaho. Pwede ba yung online portfolio sa Google Sites ang attachments? Oo. Yeah, oo naman. May ask lang po, di po ba i-check ni client if real company or imaginary lang? Hindi. And if you do it for the imaginary company, sabihin mo naman, this is just a sample. Okay? Wag mong sabihin, this is what I did for a company. Di ba? Wag ka mo sinungaling. You can say, this is just a sample of what I can do. Ganun. What must be the portfolio? If you have certificates, Rizal's question, if you have certificates for customer service, ganon, like if you have awards, pwede. If wala, then wala. You don't need to. Hindi naman kailangan may attachment. Pero if meron, better. Thank you, Pedro, for answering that. I can't push through kasi wala akong example work because newbie lang po ako. No experience sabihin. Ang sabi ko kanina, make up your own experience siya. Paano po yun ako lang work experience regarding freelance or BPO practical and plain ng Upwork account ko. Like I said earlier, di ba, you can create samples. Gawa ka ng mga mock-ups of imaginary. Is it ideal to disclose upon signing? Yes, you'll say na this is just a sample of work that I can do. Wag mo sabihin, this is what I did for a company. Personal info, CV, LinkedIn, or any other links. Pwede, as long as related naman. Is BPO experience? Oh, any experience is a plus factor if you're applying like customer service job. Related naman yun, so plus factor yun. Ano ba for VA? Depende sa job, di ba? Depende. If the client's asking, can you help me create Facebook pages? O, lagay ka ng screenshot of your Facebook page. Lagay mo sa attachment. Depende. What is the job description? Who should pay for the description for Kibi? Client or po ba? Depende. Depende sa Depende sa agreement nyo. Pwede po, usually client, if you're at that level pa. Usually when you're a newbie client. Bawal maglagay, ito pala, mga personal details sa cover letter sa Upwork. Bawal maglagay. You can't, this is very important, you're supposed to communicate on Upwork. Kaya matchmaker si Upwork, diba? And then they have a finder's fee. So if they suspect na you're trying to avoid the fee, the finder's fee nila, yung 20% nila, then you can get banned. So if you're gonna put, tawag mo na ako, diba? Para outside Upwork tayo mag-usap, diba? Then Upwork's going to think na, ayun, you're trying to avoid it. You're trying to parang steal money from them. So, yun, there's a good chance that you can get banned. How kapag may experience as chat support with newbies freelancing? I answered these questions earlier. Nabasa po. Security personal portfolio, important details. Okay. I think I answered most of the relevant questions here. Okay. Kung decline, you can appeal. And say, I think we have a blog post about it. Best you can appeal. Congratulations, Julie, no? May rising talent na siya. Ano pong mga niches sa freelancing or VA? Niches are like specializations, di ba? So, kung sabihin mo niche, nag-specialize ka sa isang area. Like, nag-specialize ka sa graphic design or sa Facebook ads, parang ganun. So, yun ang niches to answer Pammy's question. Okay, let's move on. All right, online jobs. Let's talk quickly about online jobs.ph. So, online jobs.ph, it has the largest database of Filipino virtual workers.ph. So, focus on Filipinos. There are more than 1 million profiles and 34,109 Filipinos join each month. No? You can recruit and hire on your terms. If you're a client, no ongoing commitment or fees. Communicate with, hire, and pay workers directly. Your staff don't work for us. Ito para sa clients to. Your staff works on your terms, part-time, full-time, hourly, or salaried. And it's onlinejobs.ph. So, if you go to onlinejobs.ph, I won't go over the profile, the step-by-step process, kasi similar lang naman yung process lahat ng platform. Pero I'm gonna show you the difference. So, on online jobs, it's important that you have a high ID proof and that your ID is verified. Okay? So, you can search more about itong ID proof. That's very important for onlinejobs.ph. And you want to verify your ID. Once again, we won't go into more details about this. There are mga blog posts that you can find online, but yeah, that's the main difference. All right. Now, one big thing is that, people make a lot of mistakes. Diba? Sabi ko kanina, decline, ganun. People are making mistakes with their profiles. And then I want you to avoid making these mistakes. So, number one, profile pictures that are too small or unprofessional. So, if nakahiga ka in bed, di pwede yun. That's very unprofessional. Pwede naman, pero wag naman, di ba? Or too small, kasi when you upload it, it's going to be pixelated. Ang pangit tignan. Okay? Number two, making your summary or overview look like a cover letter or proposal. Okay? So, yung profile mo, it's not a cover letter. Okay, iba yun. Profile mo talks about you, di ba? When your cover letter, it's you applying for a job. Diba? Profile ko is different from the cover letter. Ito yung profile ko, ito yung mga skills ko, ganun. When I'm applying for a job, I'm applying for the job, di ba? So those are two different things. So wag mong namang sabihin, please hire me. I'd love to, parang ganun, di ba? Parang, I'd love to apply for your prestigious company, mga ganun sa profile. Wag mong nagay. Just talk about what you can offer, diba, to clients. All right. Number three, not adding as much portfolio items as you can. Okay. Portfolio is important. Okay. These attachments, they're important. Okay. So you'd want to add more portfolio items. If you can put more portfolio items, lagay mo lang dun. Or may maximum naman si Upwork. And if you can put, especially if it's related sa mga jobs that you're applying to. Okay? So, portfolio is really important. And I can't stress that out enough. Okay. Ayun. Let me just look at the comments here. Experience. Can I make another email? You're not allowed to make another email and register again, Camille. Supposedly hindi. Some people do it, pero supposedly hindi. And you can get banned for it. What's better is that you appeal yung that your profile got denied. You might have attempted editing multiple. Yeah, thank you, Pedro, for that. Hindi mai-react sa comment. Ano yun? Yung gets. Thank you, friends. How to make your proposal a quality one. What should be included? That's what we just talked about here. You can rewind or you can watch the replay. If you give you Upwork. Okay. Specialization. Ayan. Mga answers. Don't worry, Upwork professionals. You're not alone. Until optimize it, you can submit to Upwork. Basa naman ang proposal mo kapag nag-send sa client pero hindi live ang profile mo sa Upwork. How do you show your skills kapag general VA work ang hanap mo? Kasi wala namang portfolio yun, di po ba? Meron din. Because you can show, like the research you do, you can show your skills sa sa Word or sa Excel, sa Google Docs, sa Google Sheets, pwede pa rin yun. Apply for data encoder and virtual assistant, don't need to make separate Upwork account or application. You have a profile, okay? Meron kang profile. And using that profile, you can apply to different jobs. So no, you don't need to create a separate account. Meron kang isang profile, and with that, apply ka to a data entry job, pwede. Apply ka to a virtual assistant job, pwede. And that's fine. Okay, clear. Red flag. Anong gusto to? I didn't see this. Okay, but somebody answered it. Alright, kuha muna ako ng tubig, guys. Teka lang. I'll take a quick break and I'll be back in a minute. Teka lang. Up. Sana yung... I'll be back. Just give me 1 minute, guys. I'll be back. Okay. Okay, and we are back. Andito pa kayo, guys? Did you guys wait for me? Nag-CR ako. Sandali. Sorry, guys. Baka hindi tayo, don't think abutan tayo ng 10 p.m. Mga 9:15 siguro, feeling ko. Haba nga ng webinar na to. Usually 1 hour tapos na ako. Pero ito, haba. Thank you guys for waiting. We are now back with the continuation with our webinar, how to find your first client. All right. Sige. I'm just looking over the comments here. Ang dami mga actually feeling ko ang dami kong comments na na-miss. But I know a lot of people are answering the questions at the same time kasi I'm talking at the same time, diba? So hindi ko mabasa yung lahat ng comments. But I know there are a lot of people already answering the questions, so thank you guys. I really appreciate you answering the questions in the comment section as well. For BA po ba, General BA, yung title sa Upwork, Depende. Kung pwede ka naman mag-specialize, pwede ka man VA with a focus in a certain area. VA with specialization in Canva. VA with specialization in Photoshop. Ganun. Pwede naman yun. For VA, I won't go all the way back ha, kasi ang dami ng comments. Okay, replies dito. Okay. We still get a certificate if you continue to watch the replay. Yes, you'll still get a certificate, Anna, if you just watch the replay. Full-time online. Planning to have sureball shift from my offline full-time job. Habe ng question na to online full-time job. So right now, online job. Has anyone tried that? Dati, so sales Soledad. Dati, ganoon din ako. Parang part-time ko lang yung online habang may full-time job ako. So, ang ginawa ko is once I was earning, kasi yung full-time ko dati, I was earning a lot. I was earning almost 50K a month. And then, pero part-time, I was able to earn 30K na rin. So, naisip ko, mag-resign ako, and consistent yung 30K. Yun ang importante, consistent yung 30K. Nag-resign ako because naisip ko, if gawin ko tong full-time, I can earn more pa, di ba? Part-time ko lang ginawa, naka 30K na ako. So, lalo pa kung may full-time ko, di ba? So, yun. That's what I did. That's what I did and it worked for me. So, as long as also, I guess yung advice ko have an emergency fund din. Kasi may ups and downs yung freelancing minsan, especially when you're starting. Okay? So, have an emergency fund. I think we lost like 100 viewers habang humihila ako. Umalis bigla yung 100. Kasi, 1,000 something tayo kanina. Ngayon, 900 lang. Sige. Thank you guys for staying on. May experience na po. Ako marketing assistant. Lead ako. That's good to hear. Okay. Leading talent badge. What is works at corporate? You can start here. Oh, nice. Paano po if totally different ang previous experience of freelancing? Ano po dapat ilagay? You can still put your work experience. Kay Den's question. You can still put your work experience naman. It's fine. And you can, if you can bring in your experiences, pwede naman kahit customer servicing work mo, tapos apply mo admin. You can also mention, I've done this kind of work, and there can still be related na experience. You say, I've worked with these kinds of people, ganun. Paano mo kuha yung certificate? I'll talk about it later. Okay, since nag-break tayo, don't forget to share once again, tag people, and share it, even if they'll watch the replay. We really appreciate it. We also have our courses, by the way. A couple of people were asking about our paid courses. So this is yung free na webinar, right? We have these free webinars. We're trying to do them once a month. Nakakapagod din actually. May preparation pa, may slides pa, technical. Marami tong preparation, guys, actually. Just to let you know. Okay. So what we're doing is once a month. Na ganito. Kasi high quality. What we want to do is we want to give you high quality na webinars. Hindi lang yung pipitsugin ng webinar. So we're doing it once a month right now. And then we might do it more. But if you like these webinars, then we have a paid course which will have a lot of information, step by step, very detailed. Check it out over here. Bootcamp.ph/enroll. Okay, so check it out over there if you want to learn more about it. Okay. Ayun. Hunting mode again. Oh, it's good if you have multiple clients happy para at least when you lose one client, meron ka ng may existing client ka pa rin. Okay. I used to work in print media. Nice. Oh, I find it hard on my part to look for a job as writing niche and freelance is commonly looking for content writing, di ba? Editor ka writer. You can do content writing naman, di ba? If you learn more, John David Gutierrez, about content writing or content marketing, related naman sa trabaho mo dati. So, it's gonna be easy for you to transition. Paid tools, ano pa kaya? May mga free trials, Arnel Cortez. May mga free trials, usually, yung mga paid tools, or may free 30 days, free 14 days. So, use that. If not, sometimes it's worth it to invest in the tool din. Hindi naman ganun kamahal. Wala po akong approved traffic. Profile ko. Yung lesson. High quality ba? Gusto niyo ba yung quality ng mga lives namin? Yeah, type in, katulad kay Edwin. Thank you, Edwin, for the idea. Type in high quality if you think it's high quality. Pero yun nga, we do this, we're trying to do this once a month. We might do it more, pero yun nga, we want to keep things high quality. So, para hindi naman, quality naman over quantity, di ba? May certificate po ang free courses, wala to net. That's a good idea. Okay lang, we might do that eventually. Pero mas trabaho din yun sa technical side. Nasa po lahat. Okay. So, wala po. Thank you. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome. Sige, let's continue on. Makakapag-enroll din ako dyan. Wait lang. Sige, we'll be waiting for you. Okay. Alright. So, ayan, good to hear na you guys think it's high quality. At least, na-validate yung mga efforts namin. Yung mga, we have a writer who created this, si Mahar. We have our designer for the slides, Ruby. Ako yung tagabasa lang ako ng slides. Yun ang trabaho ko dito. Everyone, the most of the work is done by other people. Tagabasa lang ako ng slides. So, basahin ko lang dito. Yun, good to hear, guys, that you find it high quality. Nakataba ng puso din. Ayun. Okay. Super quality. Advertising marketing, more of news writing case. Yung content writing, hindi naman marketing usually. It's usually just like blog writing. You can do blog writing, it's pretty easy. And if you can transition to marketing, content marketing is not actually marketing. It's finding the right content to write for the people to visit the website. So yun, look at content marketing. Sa YouTube, but naputol po. Yeah, kasi we had two parts. So, this one's gonna be copied to YouTube later. Alright, thank you guys. Thank you. Good to know. It's high quality. Sige. So, we're talking about, saan na dito? Skills. Ayun, wala pa ng title screen. So, we're talking about skills over here. Okay, what kind of skills can you offer? Right? So, we have different kinds of skills that you can offer. Ay, hindi pa pala. Saan pala to? Ads pala to. Sorry. Well, anyway, there are different skills that you can offer. Whether you offer general skills, and we teach this in the VA Bootcamp. In the VA Bootcamp accelerated course, you can learn the generalist skills. You can learn data entry, transcription, email and calendar management, office applications, internet research, social media, and website management. E-commerce store management. If you enroll in the VA Bootcamp accelerated course, you can get all of these included na yun. If you want to be a VA, if you want to be a generalist, highly recommend this course. Okay, so go to this website over here, and then you can enroll in the VA Bootcamp course. You're gonna get all of this in the VA Bootcamp. There are also specialist courses, specialist areas. SEO, web design, Facebook and Google ads, email copywriting, blog writing, graphic design, illustration, programming, bookkeeping. These are like the different areas of skills. Okay, now when you're a generalist, usually yung mga virtual assistant and mga admin na jobs that you apply for, those are usually generalist roles, generalist work that you're applying for. Okay, so because you can do different things. Ibig sabihin ng generalist, hindi ka expert sa isang area. Okay? But when you go specialist, when you niche down, meaning you focus on a certain area, dapat expert ka doon, like SEO. Okay? So, kung sabihin mo SEO expert ka, SEO specialist ka, meaning nag-expert ka doon. Web design, Facebook and Google ads, email copywriting, blog writing, graphic design, illustration, programming, bookkeeping. Okay? These are the specialist areas. Alright. Okay. So, we also have, is your VAB account expired? If your VAB account is expired, you can renew or upgrade and enjoy lifetime access. Just email us. We also have our VA Bootcamp Complete package. It includes all the courses. It includes everything that we offer. It includes coaching every month by me. We have a group coaching. It's 19,990, medyo mahal siya. Or it's 6,990. Tatlong installments every 2 weeks for 6 weeks. So, We also have our VA Bootcamp Accelerated Package. Ito yung recommended for beginners. Some people are asking. Walang schedule. It is all pre-recorded. Pero we have schedules for yung mga hustle challenge, yung guided package. Ganun. So we have, this is 7,990 for the Bootcamp Accelerated Package, or 2,990, 3 installments every 15 days, or every 2 weeks. Ayun. We also have the skills package. Ito yung pinakamababang package namin. It can be 3,990 full payment dun, or 1,499 every 2 weeks for 6 weeks. Ayun. And we also have individual courses if you just want to learn social media, bookkeeping, or English, or e-commerce, web design, SEO, writing, email marketing, blogging. You can visit our shop site, vabootcamp.ph/shop. We have these individual courses. Okay, so let's go on to part 3. Part 3 na tayo. Okay. Is the coaching also available sa dating pa ng avail? How to book po ng ganun? If you're a complete package, are you a complete package enrollee, Catherine Joy? If you are, send me an email, because we're part of in the Facebook group. We have a Facebook group for the complete package members, and we schedule it every month. What if, sir, you have no related experience in the job that you're applying? Then, number 1, learn about it. Number 2, you can make up your own experience. Mga sample. Hindi make up, pero sample. Hindi fake ha. Sample. I remember that you're already a specialist. Self-assessment lang yun. Nasa iyo lang. Depends on what you want to offer. Okay? If you want to offer specialized skills, nasa iyo na yun. Nasa belief mo yun sa skills mo, nasa confidence mo yun that you're offering this separately as a service. Can I intern even if I enroll only for my niche? Yes. Can join Hustle Challenge po. Wala pong bang installment if mag-upgrade po. Wala, Rodessa. Masyadong complicated kasi yung mga packages, like sa technical side especially. Okay, so we're on to part 3. Writing cover letters. Okay, writing cover letters. Just answering Mohammed's question. Yes, pwede naman when you're starting. And then you can always upgrade later on actually. So you can start in the skills and you can upgrade to accelerated later. So yeah. So, moving on, let's talk about writing cover letters. A lot of people were asking about this earlier, and we are finally here in part 3, where we are talking about cover letters. Anong oras na ba? 9 na pala. Mga 9:30 tayo matatapos, I think. Talking about cover letters. So, number 1, what is a cover letter? Earlier we talked about creating a profile, creating a freelancer profile. Now we're talking about cover letters, and we're asking what is a cover letter. So a cover letter, it's a written document commonly submitted with a job application, outlining the applicant's credentials and interest in the open position. It's a sales letter, basically, where you convince clients why they should hire you and spend money on you. And the main problem is that most freelancers, they don't realize na yung cover letter is very important. Na they don't realize that the cover letter is a sales letter. Okay, where you convince clients why they should hire you. Okay, and they take their cover letters for granted. Where the cover letter is so important. Yung tanong kanina, how many cover letters do you need to get hired? Quality yun, hindi quantity. Okay, dapat quality yung cover letters mo. And we're gonna talk about how to write quality cover letters over here. Okay, so some things I want to highlight here is that yung cover letter is a sales letter. Meaning you're selling your own services, you're selling yourself. Even when you apply to a job, okay, in corporate, offline, what you're doing when you write an application letter is you're selling yourself. You're telling the employer, okay, this is the reason why you should hire me. Okay, you're selling yourself. You're selling, okay, you should hire me because I am qualified for this position. Because I can do a good job, di ba? So, kung isipin mo, binibenta mo yung sarili mo, binibenta mo yung services mo, di ba? Gets nyo ba? Gets nyo what I mean, guys? It's a sales letter. Kahit doon nga sa when you're applying for jobs, it's a sales letter. That's your writing. Application letter. Yung difference lang dito, okay, is that you're selling your services, right? You're selling yourself, you're selling your services. And that's something that we have to understand as freelancers. You're not talking about yourself because you're selling the service that you offer. The client wants to know what the benefit is of getting you. Diba usually when we see mga sales copy sa products, di ba? O, ito yung mga benefits, ito yung mga reasons bakit mo bilhin to, di ba? It's the same thing ang cover letter. Ito yung mga benefits na makukuha mo. Ito yung reasons na bakit mo ako i-hire para sa trabaho na to, di ba? So, it's the same thing over there. Okay. We'll talk about the common mistakes that newbies make in cover letters. Number one, not addressing the needs of the client based on the job post. Okay, and I think we have some examples here. Okay, so number one is not addressing the needs. Okay, so what a lot of people do when they apply for jobs is that they use the same cover letters over and over again. Right? They use the same cover letters no matter what job they're applying for. When that's the number one biggest mistake. Ako dati naisip ko quantity over quality, parang lotto, di ba? Parang I thought na the more jobs you apply to, the higher chances of winning. Hindi pala ganun. Kasi when you apply to so many jobs, what you're usually doing is you're using the same cover letter over and over again. Now, when you apply to a job post, you have to make it specific for that post, di ba? Specific for that person. Okay? So that's the number one thing that mistakes that newbies make. Number two is talk more about yourself rather than what you can do for the client. Okay, the client doesn't care about you. Alright? Wala siyang pakialam sa'yo. Graduate ka sa University of Santo Tomas, wala siyang pake. Pinanganak ka sa Makati, wala siyang pakialam. What he cares about is how you can solve their problem. Kasi when clients post jobs on Upwork, on online jobs and so on, may problems sila. Kaya sila naka-hire kasi they have a problem. And your job as a freelancer is to solve that problem. So in the cover letter, yung focus mo is not about yourself. Okay? It's about how you can solve their problem. How you're the solution to their problem. Yes, you're gonna talk about yourself, pero yung mindset na gamitin mo is that you're packaging yourself as a solution. You're packaging your service as the solution to the problem. Not you're just saying, ito ako. Diba? Tanggapin mo ako, i-hire mo ako. Diba? Because usually that's what we do. Number three is disregarding the rope format. And the rope format, I don't think we talk about it here, diba? But it's something we talk about in the VA Bootcamp Accelerated Package. Okay, so we don't actually talk about it here. Now, who is guilty of these mistakes? I'm gonna put number three because a lot of you guys don't know what number three is. Who is guilty of these mistakes over here? Guilty ako. Before, I used to do this. Before, I would apply to more than 100 job posts, tapos paulit-ulit lang. Pa-copy-paste ng cover letter over again. But I realized later on that it has to be personal. It has to be customized to the job that I'm applying to. Okay? The cover letter I'm writing has to be personalized to that specific job. Bakit nawala yung ano ko? Me, oo. Guilty ako dito dati. Guilty din kayo. At least inamin nyo na guilty kayo. Okay. Alright. Just making sure the live's still working. Kasi nawala bigla sa phone ko. Guilty. Newbie po ako, pero thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Guilty. We do this, right? But it's mindset kasi when you apply to jobs, you have to think, okay, I have to address the needs of the client. This client has a problem. How am I gonna package myself to be the solution to that problem? Yes, every job offering, you have to write something different. Kay Catherine, question ni Catherine. Yes, you write something different. The cover letter is why should we hire you? Oh, the cover letter is why am I? Diba? Or ikaw, diba? Why are you the best option for them? Diba? Why are you the best option for them so that puro ako, diba? Nag-graduate po ako sa before, ganun yung mga application ko sa corporate. Kasi sanay tayo sa corporate, diba? Na parang, hi, my name is Jason Dulay. I graduated from the University of San Carlos with a degree in Bachelor of Science in Management Accounting. I would like to apply for this job, ganun. Puro ako. Parang walang focus sa problema ni client dito kasi when you're applying for jobs, clients have problems, you're trying to solve them. How do you identify yung problem ni client? If normally po ang job post nila ay kung ano yung hanap nila for a candidate. Usually what they put, Ria, is what they want you to do, diba? So, ano yung problema? Isipin natin, sige. Brainstorm tayo. If the client says, may job opening actually tayo dito. May job opening dito, diba? So, the job opening here is listen and transcribe the conversation, set up consultation schedule with clients via email and text, prepare weekly reports and submits via email, update virtual database, update virtual files, build database, handle clients' workflow, build an ongoing task list. Okay, so what problem do you think you're solving here? Okay, diba? Medyo mahirap yung question, diba? But if we think about it, what does the client really need? Because yung question ni Ria, sana yun, nawala na. Ay, yung daming comments kasi. How do you identify the problem? Yeah. How do you identify the problem? Ano yung problema ni client? Okay, let's see. Would you guys, with this listing over here, guilty talaga habang nag-apply sa corporate, isang format 10 copies, kaya di ba parang print ng application letter, palitan yung name ng company, yun lang. In the Philippines, that's very good, Janet. In the Philippines, employers after educational attainment, not like foreign companies, what they care about is that you can do the job. Sige, so looking at this over here, going back here, what do you think is the problem you're solving? Assumption lang tayo, di ba? Kasi wala naman nalagyan ng problem. This nang decline, ito yung problema ko, di ba? They don't really say that. But, based on the information they gave you, what do you think the problem is? Sorry guys. Number up. What do you think the problem is? Anybody can answer. Let's say this is a podcasting company. Hindi ako sure, I'm just making it up. Let's say this is a podcasting company. Pero ako ng problem nila, pero pag-translate sa paper, mimi pa din. Mabago sanang nakasanayan. I look forward to learn how to do it correct. Plano ko. It's okay. What's their problem? May link din tayo sa mga legit online shop for laptop. Sige. We're actually working with a company to bring like mga rent to own. Rent to own. Even in corporate, the cover letter must fit the demands. Actually, sabi ni Gloria, even in corporate, you shouldn't be using the same one over and over again. Lack of monitoring in the progress of the company. These are all, actually, there are no wrong answers, guys, because we don't really know what the problem is, but we can make assumptions based on what they're telling us, diba? Database management, organizing work and appointment. So, isipin mo, okay, I can help this person organize their work and appointment. I can help this person manage their database kasi yun ang kailangan niya. Okay? So, that's how you approach it. Mindset lang yun. Work overload, pwede din yun, diba? Overloaded just at work, he needs somebody to help him. Pwede din yun, right? Actually, I like that answer. So, yun, we want to address it on that sense na, okay, kahit ito lang nilagay ni client, time management, pwede din, di ba? Kahit ito lang nakalagay ni client, how we want to think, what is the problem that we're solving, di ba? This is an example here. I saw that you're looking for a virtual assistant, di ba? You can also say, but based on what we're doing here, di ba, we can say, I saw that you need someone to help manage your database. Diba? Yeah, so that's an example here. Okay. So here's a good example of a cover letter. This is from Anna wrote a cover letter over here. I understand you want 10 short highlights created using your 1-hour videos. Diba? So direct to the point. Usually when the client say, okay, this is what I want, you can say, hey, I understand you want it. Diba? I'd be happy to help you out. Ito yung kailangan mo. Diba? This is what you said you needed. I'll be glad to help you. Rather than saying, hi, my name is ganun-ganun, ganun-ganun. Dito wala, diba? Walang, if you look at Anna's cover letter here, wala, very focused sa client. Diba? Very focused sa anong needs ni client, hindi sa kanya. I understand, ito yung kailangan mo. I'd be happy to help you out, give you regular updates on your progress, and make revisions if needed. I usually work during Philippine hours, so you can get in touch with me, no problem. Yun lang ang about sa kanya. And then, below I created sample highlight of this 1 minute video to see if this is what you're looking for. Diba? So, if you look over here, you'll see yung focus dito, she's not talking about herself at all. Diba? Straight to the point, and she's talking about how she can best serve the client. Diba? So yun, very simple, very short. Other people, they do it longer. Other people, they talk about themselves more. But you don't need to. It's really up to you and how you approach it. So different people really have different approaches. You don't need to copy this, okay? You don't need to use this approach because different people will have different approaches. Okay. An example over here. First of, congratulations on developing a new brand for your business. So parang connecting, diba? Ito, iba yung style ni Mahar dito, diba? This is more of, parang, may connection, diba? Kasi sabi ni client, this is my new business, ganun. I can definitely help you with making content or reflect. I can help you writing, editing posts, making content will reflect your new branding and speaks to your target audience. I understand how these tasks can be time-consuming. Di ba namin nagsabi kanina ng work overload, yung time management, dito, na-address na rin dito. Di ba? I understand how these tasks can be time-consuming, especially when there are probably other areas you can focus on to grow your business. I'd love to take it off your hands. So, tingnan mo, this is all focused sa client. Di ba? So far, focus on the client. I know she's talking about herself. I have some experience doing content. Where for our Facebook page and active social media, I've created some engaging content which I posted in my personal FB account and in one of the FB groups I'm a member of. I've attached these samples of my work for your reference. She's only talking about herself in relation to the job that she's applying to. Diba? Kita nyo yun? Diba? You guys see it? Na, ito, number one, dito, talking about, okay, I can help you, congrats, I can help you with your business, nag-empathize siya, I can understand how this can be time-consuming, and then when she talks about herself, its only thing is how I can solve your problem. So yun. So yeah, straight to the point, and then it's so the best cover letter is selling your skills, like data entry. It depends, diba? We see two different approaches here. Two different approaches I want to highlight. Na this one says, okay, it's not really selling yourself in these approaches. It's more of like in Anna's, okay, I can do the work for you, I'll help you out. Simple, di ba? Ito may sample ako. Ito ba yung hinahanap mo? Di ba? Strong. Yung kay Mahar dito is, I can, congratulations, ganun. May empathy pa siya kasi I understand ito pala yung problema, ito ata yung problema mo, so I can help you with that because I want to solve your problem. And then she talks about, okay, this is what I can offer. This is my experience. Ito, binibenta niya yung sarili niya, di ba? I have some experience writing content for a small business Facebook page. I've created some engaging content. Yun, binibenta niya yung sarili niya, yung services niya. Diba? And may samples, right? If you see me as fit for the job, pero once again, focus on solving the problem, right? Focus on what the client needs. And if you can do that, then you can write up an effective cover letter. Mga samples and so on. I'm almost done sa free webinar ko last videos ko, Tom. Thank you very much. Yes, keep it short and straight to the point. Yung ROPE, I don't think we're discussing it here, pero it's part of our paid courses. Hanilin, sorry, we're not discussing it tonight. You're welcome, guys. You're welcome. Sobrang spoon-fed po kapag kasali kayo sa Vab group. Lahat ng questions, meron silang blog post about it. Oo. Ang dami ng mga blog post, actually. It really helped a lot of people. Thank you. Customer survey siguro siya. I hope through this. So you can watch this replay. May replay naman to. So you can just watch this again and review the things we talked about here. Okay, you're welcome. Alright, water break ulit. So, quick break ulit. We're almost done, I think. We already talked about what freelancing is, how to create a profile, how to create a cover letter. I think a lot of you guys enjoyed that. Kahit short lang, but impactful. Diba? Short and sweet, short and simple. So I want to ask you, how are you doing? Okay? How are you doing? If there are hundreds of applicants, how to make your cover letter stand out? Number one, if there are hundreds of applicants, usually I don't even apply for that job anymore. Hundreds, diba? Paano ka mag-stand? Ang hirap. But you can make your stand out by focusing on the problem and solving the problem. What we talked about earlier. Rather than talking about yourself, focus on the problem. Pero kapag hundreds na, parang the chances of them even seeing you are very low. It's clear, parang proposal talaga siya. Super effective ng rope method. It's something we offer in the paid courses. Yung rope? Teaser lang yun. Teaser lang. Kaya nasa slides. Offering expertise, cover letter. Based on the two examples, it's safe to say that delivery of your skill is the key. How you deliver it. Diba? Upwork Account verified, yet just signed up. You will get it. You'll get like an email or a message, I think, asking you to verify later on pa. Response, offer, proof, and pero yung details, we talk about it in some of our paid products. Great to hear. Great to hear this is helping you. I-discern na lang kung saan ka mapansin. Wag naman yung kung parang if it's over 50, feeling ko masaya yung connects mo doon if it's Upwork. Or yung oras mo, parang move on to something else. Ilang oras po kayo nag-work per day, Sir JD? Iba-iba. Depende sa araw. Sometimes, depende sa ibang responsibilities. Kasi usually per week, may deliverables ako. So, like, matatapos ko sa week. So, in one day, I might work 8 hours. In one day, I might work 4. Ganun. Depende. Spend more time. Ang galing po naka-idea agad ako ng maraming salamat po. Good to hear. Good to hear. Alright. Yes, we have free courses, by the way. For those of you that haven't enrolled in our free courses, go to vabootcamp.ph/free courses to check out our free courses over there. We have free courses for VA, SEO, social media, e-commerce, next level freelancing, lead generation, email marketing, English, bookkeeping, web design, and writing. So go to vabootcamp.ph/free courses to check them out. Okay, now we're going to talk about the hustle challenge process. Ano ba yung hustle challenge process? And this is for VA bootcampers. If you're enrolled in Accelerated and Complete, this is especially for you. If you're not enrolled in VA Bootcamp, Accelerated, or Complete, and you plan to enroll, then this is great for you. Then at least may idea kayo. And for those of you that won't enroll, at least may idea kayo of what we offer din in the VA Bootcamp. So we have this guided hustle challenge. It's a month-long challenge for VA Bootcamp students that are willing, committed, and serious about taking action and being accountable for co-hustle challengers. So it's geared towards students taking actions and sending 3 cover letters 6 days a week for a duration of the program. Okay, so we have this challenge and you send 3 cover letters 6 days a week. It's a total of 18 cover letters that we want you to send. Okay? And through this, the goal is that we guide you. Well, we have coaches, hindi ako, I'm not part of that. Yung trabaho ko is tagabasa ng slides. Yung iba, may coaches kami who will help you with your cover letters, with your applications, with your profiles. Okay, during this whole period. Okay, so if you join the Hustle Challenge, you'll be part of this. So week 1 is you get letters, you get feedback on your cover letters. Okay, that's part of week 1. You're gonna get feedback on your cover letters. You have a coach who will tell you, ito yung mali mo, ito yung tama mong ginawa, ito yung mga improvements that you can make. Okay. Week 2 is your profile. Same thing, they'll go over your profiles and say, okay, ito yung changes na dapat mong gawin sa profile mo para mas mapapansin ka ng clients mo. Week 3, we do mock call interviews also, where kasi one of the biggest fears of new freelancers is yung interview. Meron kaming student na nagsabi na parang sa schedule siya ng interview pero nag-back out siya. So, dahil takot siya sa interview. So, we have mock call interviews where you go through the interview experience with one of our coaches din. And there's also a weekly accountability call. So you have your classmates na who you're going to, you have a buddy who you're going to also work with to yun, be accountable that you'll complete yung cover letters, that you will do what your coaches tell you to do. Okay? For the hustlers, okay, if you're gonna join the hustle challenge, okay, if you're accelerated or complete, May, yeah, we're April kasi Holy Week, we had the coaches take a break. So in May, if you enroll and then you complete the course by the opening of May, which is kaya naman, you can join the hustle challenge. We expect the hustlers to be active, to have commitment, be active in the group, be active in discussions, to have commitment in really sending those cover letters, kasi that's for your own good. Now you send 3 cover letters every day, and in sharing and supporting one another, and having camaraderie and openness din. Sabi natin, submit 3 cover letters per day except Sunday. So, yun, we in the group, kasi para kang may classmates na we want you to be open with each other, to support one another, to share with each other, and to have that para yung pakikisama and yung openness. Alright, so yun ang expectations for the hustlers. Now, if you've enrolled in VA Bootcamp Accelerated or Complete, and you've completed the course, you should have your certificate. Okay? If you're enrolled in Starter, you need to upgrade muna to Accelerated to join the Hustle Challenge. Okay. Requirement number 2 is you fully paid for your course. If you're an installment, hindi mo pa nabayaran, you can't do this. And have at least 3 freelancing profiles, which like on Upwork, on online jobs, on freelancer.com. And we'll get you a member of the VAB student Slack. Hindi naman requirement to actually. We're gonna give you access to it once you join the Hustle Challenge. Spend 2 hours, at least 2 hours a day during the Hustle Challenge. This is yung commitment, 2 hours a day. That's for you writing your cover letters, getting the feedback, applying the feedback that you got, and have Zoom installed on your computer and phone. And you should have not more than 1 client. Why is number 7 important? Because we want to give chance naman sa iba. If marami ng client, you don't need the help from the coaches. Well, maybe, but we want to prioritize yung mga walang mga client or isa lang yung client nila. Okay? And 8, you have to sign the Hustle Challenge contract and you have a Google folder shared. Okay? So, once you have these, you can get yung guided challenges, you can get the feedback from the coaches, and you have your classmates for your profile, for your cover letters. You'll have a coach assigned to you who will give you that feedback, who will tell you what you need to improve on, which is a really big help. A lot of people have found, I think, kita ko ng comment kanina, got my house last year after I graduated from the course. A lot of people, house and lot, a lot of people have gotten a lot of success with, thank you Ronsky for sharing, have gotten a lot of success with the hustle, with the VA Bootcamp and the Hustle Challenge. So it is really something that if you've enrolled or you're planning to enroll, wag mong sayang yung opportunity na to. I know that people are answering the comments, the questions here sa comment section, so I'm not reading everything. Okay. Thank you for answering, guys. The questions that can be answered easily, I'm not answering them here. Okay. We also have a DIY Hustle Challenge. So this is if you've completed the course with a certificate, then you can do a DIY, meaning do it yourself. Magsarili ka lang if you want. If you need an extra push along with feedback on your cover letters, if you need feedback with your freelancing profile, you can get feedback if you do the DIY challenge, but it's different because hindi ka sa schedule, so we can only give you 1 feedback per day instead of 3, and then Mondays to Fridays lang for 2 or 3 weeks. But yun, yung coaches are limited if you're doing it outside the schedule. So if you do it with the schedule, it's a lot better. But if you want to start right away, hindi mo hintayin yung schedule, hindi ka nag-apply for the program, then you can do DIY. Ito. When will coaches provide feedback? They will only provide feedback for 1 cover letter and profile per week. Okay? Because once again, if you're doing it DIY, yung bandwidth ng coaches is limited. This may change depending on how many students are currently enrolled in the DIY Hustle Challenge. Okay. Will there be a mock call interview? Yes, you can also do mock call interviews during the DIY. If you do it yourself, we'll have to schedule it with the coaches, and only one per student. Okay, so it's a lot more limited than being part of the group. Now, if you want, we have a calendar over here. If you want to review the Hustle Challenge format, and you want to register for it, we have a calendar over here that you can follow. This is our recommended calendar for you to follow. This is if you're doing it yourself, which you can still do, but if you want the guided with your classmates, then you can wait for that schedule. Okay, so wait, going over here. So this is just a sample cover letter over here. Another sample cover letter, but one that we are recommending that you submit if you're joining the Hustle Challenge. Oh, the Hustle Challenge. Somebody said gusto ko ng Hustle Challenge na to. It's very helpful talaga because you get feedback. Kasi lessons lang. Di ba, you get the lessons. Ako yung nagtuturo ng lessons. Pero iba yung hands-on, di ba? Iba yung actual. And iba kapag may coach ka who's providing feedback. So, with the Hustle Challenges, whether you're going guided or DIY, guided or do it yourself, you can get feedback on those cover letters you're submitting, on your profiles, na yun, parang direct feedback na, instead of just watching the lessons. When you're also enrolled, we also have internships. Ang dami naming internships. Right now, ilan ba yung interns lahat? Like 5 plus 4, 10, mga 20 interns. Kasi we have mga 20 interns like every month who we give experience and who also help us out with a few things. So, yun, we do have internships that you can apply for. If you're a student, hindi siya open sa lahat, open na siya sa students. Yeah, if you're enrolled in the VA Bootcamp lang. Siya, di ba enrolled ka? Alright. Some tips before we close this out. Okay, always remember, and during the Hustle Challenge, of course, always remember you're not an employee anymore. Remember, your clients need help. You want to think, what can you offer, right? You're not employed, and you always want to think about what's the problem that you're going to solve. The client and their business should be your main focus here, not you. Okay, so once again, so when you, okay, so prepare yourself when you're writing cover letters, and yun, when you are, if you're gonna join the Hustle Challenge, of course you want to prepare yourself also. So these are some things to prepare when you are going through interviews, especially. Okay, when you're preparing for interviews, we just have these tips over here that we're quickly gonna go through. What are the type 5 qualities you like about yourself? Okay, so you want to answer that question, be able to answer that question, and think about it. It not only will give you some parang talking points with the client, but it'll also boost your confidence. Yeah. Number 2, make sure that your video, your audio, your connectivity is okay. Yung internet, ako may backup internet ako kasi yung PLDT masyadong, I don't know what's wrong with it. You want to make sure na you have something that looks professional. Also yung background mo, hindi maingay. And parang walang dumadaan ng mga naka-topless, di ba? Minsan meron yung nakita ko yun sa interview. Hindi babae, lalaki na topless, hindi naman babae, pero same pa rin, parang unprofessional man yan. And your appearance, diba? You want to make sure na naligo ka. Diba? I know na uso ngayon na hindi maligo kahit COVID, pero you want to make sure naligo ka. No, is that. Practice what you will say, hello, and prepare questions. Like it's great if you have questions for them. Okay. Sige, ang daming questions about the Hustle Challenge, which a lot of people are answering. Thank you, guys. We also want to congratulate Ivana Manalo, our hustler for 2020, in the January batch, as well as Anne Escalona, Teresita Devoy. These are some of our top performers who got hired during the Hustle Challenge. Si Jane Tenesio, during the March, she was hired at week 1. Nag-join siya ng Hustle Challenge. She got hired on the first week. She was able to get feedback and hired in the first week. Si Abigail and si Sally were hired in week 2 also. Just a quick testimonial about the Hustle Challenge because we really believe in this process and we find it helpful for a lot of people. Sabi ni Jane, sumali ako sa ng GHC, Guided Hustle Challenge this month at ang laki talaga ng tulong as a newbie. Ngayon, ina-interview na ako at nagka-client. Ang sarap sa feeling kasi before GHC, nakaka-frustrate yung walang pumapansin sa cover letter ko. Salamat po, maraming sa mga coaches at pati na rin sa co-hustlers ko. Ang daming natutunan at nahitutulan talaga sa group. Naglawang isip ako noon kasi ang hirap, busy din kasi sa pag-alaga ng baby, pero nakaya. Last na pala bukas. Sobrang helpful po ako. And you can see, she already had 2 completed jobs at the end of the Hustle Challenge. So, yun, it's very effective for a lot of people. And as you can see here, she got hired immediately when she joined the Hustle Challenge. So we're very happy for that. Abby Saison also. Thank you so much for the Bootcamp family ko. Share ko lang itong mga big wins ko. Almost January ako nang start. After the VA course, sumali na ako sa GHC and internship for March. Grabe yung time management na kailangan kong gumagawa ng cover letter everyday, duty for flip. Pero sobrang happy ako kasi hinagap ko na magagawa ko ito. At ito na nga, after 2 weeks of GHC, got this wonderful opportunity. Di na ako na-expect ito. Kasi during the interview, nawala ang net ko at pumalpak ang headset ko. But God, it's really amazing kasi sabi pa sa akin ng client ko, i-hire kita para makabili ka ng bagong headset. Nice, di ba? Biruin mo yun. Kaya sa mga newbies dyan, tulad ko, never give up. Mga inakala mo na di mo kaya, at the end, you will realize na kaya mo pala. Huwag makalimot, manalangin sa lahat ng ginagawa natin dahil ang Diyos lang ang mas may alam kung ano ang best para sa atin. At sa lahat sa mga coaches po ng GHC, lalo na kay Coach Joey Morales at Coach Ana Soriano, tsaka yung last advice ni Coach Bong Esleta about sa interview. Malaking tulong yun sa akin. Okay, so as you can see here, a lot of people found it very effective for them. Ito haba naman ng haba ng testimonial na to. Sige, basahin ko na lang. Okay, Ivana. 2020 is definitely not a lucky one for most of us, especially for me. I lost my dream job last November 2020. Yes, dream job. It was heartbreaking for me. I waited years to be a flight attendant of an international airline, but it only lasted 2 years. I got redundant and was repatriated back dito sa Pilipinas last December. Receiving my last salary, I took a chance na mag-enroll sa VA Bootcamp with some hesitations, pero I somehow convinced myself na gift and investment ko na yun sa sarili ko. I started the skills package last week ng December. Yes, even Christmas, nang ko ng videos ni VA Bootcamp. Siyempre, may katabing wine and handa from Noche Buena. And luckily, natapos ko yung skills package noong January 12. Then I saw the post for Guided Hustle Challenge January batch and I submitted my application. GHC was really a challenge. The title wasn't kidding. Challenge talaga siya. Every day I would wake up to beating the 5 p.m. deadline. Kasi may deadline na 5 p.m. to submit your cover letters. Frantically choosing job posts, drafting my cover letters, and submitting to different platforms. Ang sakit sa brain cells. I would unconsciously do a countdown of the days until mag-weekend para makapahinga sa pag-submit ng CLs, cover letters. But then, weekend comes and I would still find myself scrolling and looking at job posts. But the good thing was, after a week, we got the rhythm and I was able to somehow easily apply the tips and feedbacks of the coaches on our cover letters. Second week, I got into 2 interviews wherein I got offered on one, but I had to decline due to not meeting my expected rate. So ayun, tuloy pa rin ang hustle. But alas, as I was only human, I got tired and very demotivated as the 3rd week started. Bakit walang pamapansin ng cover letters ko? Bakit walang magandang offer? Bakit? Yep, I cried ugly tears, but I also didn't want to break the commitment I signed up for. I was on the brink of giving up. Pero February 12, I got scheduled for a test and interview. And finally, after the interview, I got the offer. It was still not up to my expected rate, but I accepted. Why? Because I felt that the owner and manager were nice people, that they would be great clients, and an interesting fact was their job post was the one I submitted on the 2nd day of the 1st week of Guided Hustle Challenge. So for me, what are the advantages of joining the Guided Hustle Challenge? Number 1, I formed a habit, waking up and submitting cover letters na kahit may client na ako. I'm still reading job posts. I built discipline. Yes, we are in the freelancing field, but that doesn't mean we have to be chill and not complying with guidelines and rules. We can be professional even though we are in the comforts of our own homes. I gained confidence and trusted the process. I was doubting myself and my fire was fading as the weeks were ending. But I also established a mindset na kung kaya ng iba, mas lalong kaya ko rin mga client. As I said in our last meeting, we lost time, that's given, but we gained knowledge, guidance, and support from the coaches and other hustlers. Yes, we got genuine support from the coaches and they guided us while hustling throughout the challenge. And exert effort in helping you. Thanks so much, Anna, Mitch, Akimi, Liora Jal. I'm definitely recommending that you who's reading this to join the next Guided Hustle Challenge. Huwag po kayo alinlangan na mag-try sa next GHC. So ayun, if you were paying attention to my long post, can you guess what are my lucky numbers for my freelancing journey? 112.21 finished the VAB course. 212.21 got my first full-time client. Ayun. Haba. Okay. Looking at the sige, yung certificate. So these are our coaches. This is the recent batch of our coaches for the Guided Hustle Challenge. So we also have mga flip mentors. A lot of them have been commenting here, and these are mentors who can help you out. If you have mga questions, mga additional questions lang, wag mo nyo naman i-message parang 24/7, hindi naman ganun. Pero we have mentors who are willing to help you guys out for free, ha. So these are volunteers who can, answer some questions so that you can just ask your question from them. If you want to avail of our mentor program, once again, this is free, walang bayad. We have these flip mentors. Just visit this website, vab.ph/mentor. Okay, vab.ph/mentor. So you can be assigned a flip mentor, who can answer your additional questions that you may have. All right. So vab.ph/mentor to check that out. Ay, ito pala. May picture pala. Ito yung mga mentors natin. Si Anne, si Joan, si Carmi, si Joey, si Francis, si Lenny, si Jeline, si Robinson, si Jen, si Ronilo, and si Zara. Okay. Napagod ako. Ayoko na mabasa. Ang haba. Pero, this is Joanne's post. She became a part-time freelancer in July 2019, a full-time freelancer in March 2020, and now she's earning 10 times 10 sa dati niyang trabaho. Okay? So, ikaw nang bahala mag-compute doon. But she's earning times 10. Sa accountant ata siya dati, di ba? Yeah, accounting. Ano naman? Yeah, she used to be an accountant, and now she's earning 10 times more than what she used to earn. So, this is her story. Basahin nyo na lang sa flip or screenshot nyo na lang to. Napagod na ako. So yun, if you want a mentor, go to the website, vab.ph/mentor. And thank you for sending your stars. Meron tayong Facebook stars, so continue sending your stars. By the way, if you want more help sa cover letters nyo, pretty soon, actually next week, I'll be launching a new program. This is the 10-day cover letter challenge. So it's kind of like a hustle challenge. Kind of like the Guided Hustle Challenge. Pero, it's more just focused on cover letters. And yung guidance will be less. This will only be 500, nasa 500 pesos lang. Okay? And if you're excited about it, if you want to know more, type the word challenge sa baba. Type the word challenge in the comment section. But yeah, we'll soon be launching a 10-day cover letter challenge. For 500 pesos. So type the word challenge so that we can get you this challenge over here. Okay. Well, maybe not next week, pero baka next month pa. I just realized. Okay, so the certificate. How do you get the certificate of completion? Okay, so how do you get the certificate of completion? We have the certificate over here. The certificate acknowledges that Jason Dula has successfully completed VA Bootcamp.ph's How to Find Your First Client workshop. All right, and if you want to get the certificate, then you have to do the following over here. Number one is ito, may assignment kayo. Hindi libre yung certificate. Well, libre naman siya, pero may assignment kayo. Number one, create an account on any online freelancing platform like Online Jobs, Upwork, Fiverr. Take a screenshot or picture of your profile page, and then comment it on the assignment thread that will be posted on the VA Bootcamp Facebook page. So, gawin ko lang yung thread right now para you can post it. But this is all you need to do to get the certificate. And then once you do that, we'll have you fill in a form with your name and so that you can get the certificate. Yung deadline, wala palang deadline dito. Sige, deadline lang April 22. We'll be sending the certificates. Ano ba yung calendar? Calendar. April 26. Ha? We'll be sending them on April 26. Okay, so deadline's April 22. We'll start sending them on April 26. Huwag kayong maniwala sa slide na to. But yun. Let me just create the assignment thread. Let me just create this post over here for you guys. And we're actually about to close this right now. So, did you guys enjoy this webinar? Ako, nakakapagod magsalita ng 3 oras. Almost 3 hours. 2 hours and 45 minutes. So, I hope you guys learned a lot. I hope you enjoyed it. Ang haba ng webinar na to. But yun, if you enjoyed it, let me know in the comment section down below that yun, you learned a lot or you enjoyed it and so on, para at least hindi naman sayang yung laway ko. Sige. Ang dami natutunan. Yes po. Okay. Thank you guys for staying on. I appreciate that a lot of you guys stayed on until the end. We lost a number of viewers when we had a technical problem, and then as we closed out, parang napagod din sila sa bosses ko. But we are still here. And I'm just going to create the assignment thread, which will be up in a little bit. But I do want to end with this quote over here. Hard work beats talent. Okay, when talent doesn't work hard. That's what Tim Notke said. So yun, we need to work hard because we can still beat talent. Okay, thank you guys for staying on. Thank you for your time. And we'll see you in our next webinar. Don't forget to, I highly recommend you check out our Flip Mentor program. Just go to this over here so you can be assigned a mentor immediately. Alright guys, thank you. Bye-bye.